Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is A Teacher's Life coming to you Saturday night until I don't have much of a life because it's Saturday night and I'm sitting here talking to you on YouTube. So today's top conversation is the different income streams that you need to have when you're running a small business. It's kind of like if you look at a lake. If you got one stream that comes into that lake, it dries up if the one stream dries up. If you got two streams, then one dries up, you still got another stream filling it. If you got three streams, one dries up, you still got two of them filling it. So it's good to have more than one stream of income. And other than your regular job, if you're doing this part-time like myself. For me, I have three streams, really. I have eBay, I have Amazon, and I have local sales. I'm going to talk about all three of them, the advantages, disadvantages of all of them. eBay is the one that I've done, and local sales as well for the longest. eBay, the good points are that it's not real hard to sell. You can sell just about anything on eBay for the right price. That's the good thing. The bad thing is it's fickle. The day you think you got eBay figured out, that's the day you're gonna have everything just right, and you're still not gonna have any sales. I've had times where I've gone a week and sales are like half what they used to be the week before. I've gone times when every week's better than the last, and so you don't know what you're gonna have on eBay. For me, I'm pretty consistent from month to month, but it never fails if I really need to make some sales and make a little money for something, and I got a week to do it. That's going to be the week that eBay just falls apart. That's just and for no reason. I mean, I can list and list and list, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, I'm not on there. I'm not getting the sales. It's weird, and so if eBay's your only source, then you're going to have weeks where you're really good, and you're going to have weeks where it's really bad. And for the month, you can kind of, for me anyway, I can predict how it's going to be based on what I've listed if I've been listing consistently, I can kind of tell, okay, this is about what I'm going to make, and I can predict it pretty well, but not week to week, and not day to day, because you can sell 10 things today, nothing tomorrow, and then 15 things the next day. And you're thinking, what happened that one day that I didn't sell anything? What was the problem? Who knows? It's eBay. So eBay, the good side, you can sell anything. The bad side is you never know how it's going to go. Amazon I'm pretty new to, so I'm not really sure how Amazon is as far as ups and downs. It's been pretty consistent. In the couple weeks that I've had it, I haven't gone more than 2 days without a sale now. So I think you just got to keep feeding the beast. And the more you feed it, the better off you're going to be. But I haven't seen the ups and downs. It's fairly consistent, not day to day, but from week to week. I think so far it's been fairly consistent, but it's very small sample size for me. So I really can't tell you that that's the way it is, but it's way more consistent than what eBay is that I can see so far. As I get built up and more items in there, it may change, it may get better, it may get worse. I don't know. But good thing about Amazon is, at least for here, and not everywhere is like this, but I know that here it is. There's plenty of stuff to sell. And it's pretty easy to get and really easy to list, so you can get a lot of stuff on it. And in the morning, I got to get a load sent to Amazon. I like that you're putting that you load up one big bunch and you send it on, and then you worry about them selling it, and I won't worry about it for a few months. If I look at it and it's not sold, then I'll have some stuff that I'm looking, okay, I need to change the price on because it's not selling. But so far, so good. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going there. Um, the 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 only drawback to Amazon that I see is when you first start, it's a pain because you got to have all your ducks in a row. And then once you have your ducks in a row, you think you got your ducks in a row, they can come back and say, well, you need to send this. And well, they don't tell you that, hey, this is what you need to do. You got to figure it out. So their communication is a little lacking, but that I've seen so far. But once you do get it up and running, you make sales. Now there is a problem. If you need money right away, it's not the best place to go. eBay is way better for that. Money is right there. You sell it, you got your money. Um, I'm under the assumption, I've heard this from new sellers, that PayPal or whatever the system is they're about to go to will hold your money until it clears. I have not had that experience. My money's available as soon as it's paid. So I don't know about what happens with new sellers, but eBay for me is way quicker to get your money. But Amazon, things sell faster, it seems. I've done a little experiment and put a couple things on where I put half on eBay, half on Amazon, and I'm sold out on Amazon. I'm adding what I put on eBay over to Amazon because I haven't sold anything on eBay from those. So I will put those on Amazon because I know that I sold 3 of this item in a week. So on Amazon, I haven't sold any on eBay. Take that listing down off eBay and let's put it on Amazon. I can sell 3 more this week maybe. So Amazon is good for the sales, but it is held. They hold it for a week after it should be delivered. So you're looking at you put out the money now, you send it in, it'll be close to a week. You sell things that week, then you're not getting money for another week after that. So if you're starting out and you can't be expecting that money like right now. You're looking at about a 2-week delay on the money. So that's kind of a pain when you start. But once you get going, it's not that bad because you're getting a check every week. So the problem with Amazon that I see is that it's a slow starter, and but once you get going, I think you're set. I have heard that if you start out with an individual account and then you switch to the professional account, that there is a delay there. I did start out with a personal account because my thought was I'm probably not going to sell 40 items a month to start. Once I get to that point, then I'll switch. But I have heard that there is a delay in getting it up and going, which doesn't surprise me. There was a delay getting the original account up and going. So still the same person selling, so I really don't understand that. But hey, it's your ball. You play by their rules. So Amazon plays by their own rules. eBay plays by your own. You don't like it, don't join. And so you got to play by their rules. But I think once you get going with Amazon, I think it'll be pretty good. The main thing that a lot of people forget is the local sales. Now, there are some good things and bad things about local sales. The good thing is you got the money right there. They hand it. You pull out your hand, they give it to you. Put it on Craigslist. On my good one is Facebook. That seems to be the best one around here. I put it on Facebook and I'll sell something pretty quick. Usually within a day or so. If I have individual things, I've sold like the dog kennels. Got my hands on a couple of those. I sold them both within probably 3 hours of me putting it on. I've had picked up different like oddball things that are kind of hard to ship, but I knew I could sell them locally. And sometimes you don't get as much, but you also don't have to deal with shipping. You don't have to deal with any of that. You just put it on and go. So if you know things that will sell, then put them on locally. And it's a quick, easy money source. You're short on cash, throw a few things on there. You can sell them pretty quick. And usually you can get, I usually get close to what I would on eBay for items, depending on what they are. Because like I won't put something on local if I know that, hey, I'm only getting it for half price. But the bad thing about local is you get some people that get uptight. You bought this for me on Facebook and now I see you putting it back on. Why are you selling my stuff? Well, number one, it's not your stuff. You sold it to me, so now it's my stuff. And here's what people get uptight about. That they feel like they're ripping you off. And people a long time ago, I did flea markets. And I had some customers who were coming. It was a fairly big flea market in Colorado Springs. And I'd have people come in and early in the morning as you're setting up and they'd buy stuff. And one of the guys, don't you realize these are dealers? I said, I don't care. And he's, well, you know what they're doing. They're taking your stuff and selling it for higher. I said, and I should be upset. Why? Well, you could make more money somewhere else. I said, I could. And I'm aware that I do eBay. I know I could make some more money on some of this. But I know what I paid for it. And eBay is a time-consuming thing. Me sitting at the flea market, I'm there whether I sell anything or not. So, and in fact, I would sit there sometimes on a slow day and I'd list things on eBay, but with my smartphone. But I knew what I had, and I knew that it's okay for me to sell something for a price if I buy it at the right price. And then I make a little money, they make a little money. We both come out happy. I'm good with that. Doesn't bother me a bit. But some people think that they need to get every nickel out of every little item. And if that's your mindset, then do it. And if you can make $5 on eBay for something and you can only make $3 at the yard sale or the flea market, and you got to get every penny out of it, then by all means set up at eBay. But you're going to have a huge pile if you're buying a lot of stuff. And at that time, I was buying storage auctions. And, you know, sometimes I bought one, sometimes I bought none, sometimes I bought 5. So, especially those times when I just bought 5, get it rolling. I'll take $3 today over $5 tomorrow because I can take that $3 and recoup the money I already spent and have some money for the next one. So, you got to have that. But some people don't have that mindset. Some people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that mindset of got to squeeze everything out. But you got to look at the big picture. And if you're buying a lot of stuff, you know, if a storage auction, for example, it wasn't uncommon for me to get 500 items out of one unit, one good size unit, 500 items. Well, let's say every one of those could go on eBay. How many hours was I going to spend putting it on eBay? And where am I going to put that stuff till I get it on eBay? And then you got to wait for it to sell. Take it to the flea market, and I can roll through half of it that day. And yeah, those people may be putting it on eBay. But still, when I was doing storage auctions, we figured up a couple times. The items that I kept to sell, not including the trash and all that, I was paying on average less than $1, usually less than 50 cents, sometimes as low as a quarter an item. So if I'm paying a quarter and I get $5 out of it, I'm okay with that, especially if it goes fast. If I spent $100 on a unit and I can make $300 on it Saturday, or I can wait and in 3 months I can make $500. It's better for me to have that $300 right now because I can go take that $300, go spend that $300, and then flip it 3 or 4 times in that time I have it on eBay. And so if every time I'm making a couple $100 that I flip, and I can flip it, say 5 times, there's $1,000 I made. Where if I hold out for the last penny, it wasn't going to work. But anyway, you got to deal with that when you're selling locally. I'm careful with how I do it. If I buy something where I'm at, I try not to sell it right away on there. Sometimes I do. I will sell it locally. But for the most part, I'll try not to, at least not right away, because in 6 months people are like, well, they used it, we're done. I set it on a shelf for 6 months on eBay and it didn't sell, so now I'm selling it locally, something like that. But when you're selling individually, some people get uptight about it. When I had it at my store, it wasn't a big deal because people would come into the store and sell me stuff knowing I was going to resell it. So they came in knowing that. Somehow people think that if you're buying it on Facebook or any of the other sites, then they think, well, they're using it for personal use. Not necessarily. And there's some things I'll use once or twice because I need it, and then I'm gonna sell it. And then my mindset's a little bit different anyway. If I pay, let's say I need a chainsaw, and I spend $100 on it, and I've used that chainsaw, don't need it anymore, sell it. Fine if I sell it for $100. Even if somebody talks me down to 90, I'm okay with it. I got more than $10 use out of it, so I'll go ahead and sell it back and make most of my money back, if not all of it. That's my mindset. Now, do I want to make a profit and use it? Yeah, but if I can't, I can't. And then there's some things I buy just for reselling. I go to flea markets, I go to yard sales, that kind of thing, looking for things that hey, I can make a few bucks on this. But that some people get uptight about that and get upset about it. And I've seen people criticized on Facebook and demonetized and whatever else you want to call it, because people think that, well, you bought it to resell it, you must be the devil. You got to deal with that kind of attitude. We all know we're trying to make a buck. I'm trying to make a few dollars extra for whatever my family needs. I don't really care about their opinion, but the problem is, then you get too many people like that, and they start boycotting your stuff, and then you're like, hey, wait a minute. You're not buying this because I bought it to resell. Are you not getting it for a cheaper price than you can anywhere else you can find it? But they don't care but you bought it, made $2 off of it. I don't want you to make your $2. Huh? Then you should have gone when I went and bought it myself. But anyway, you got to deal with those people, and that's a drawback to the local sales. But you can get around it, and you can, you know. I don't just buy in my town. I buy some things from down the road a little bit, and that seems to take some of it away because not many people are looking on, if they're 50 miles away, they're not looking looking at your Facebook site for your town and saying, well, you sold that you bought for me, that's not right. They won't even notice that. They won't catch that. So it's not that you're trying to be lied at somebody or you're trying to trick them. It's that some people just don't get it and they get upset about it. So it's better just to avoid that and not have all the drama. Sometimes people I just shake my head at, but anyway, that's the 3 ways I sell. There's a lot of other platforms out there that are perfectly good platforms. I just haven't had the time to try them, and doing this part time, my thought is let's pick up one. I've done local and I've done eBay for a long time. Time to pick up a new one. Maybe this time next year I'll pick up another one, because the more ways money are coming flying at you, the better off you are. But don't forget about that local sales. A lot of people forget about the local sales, and I will tell you another drawback too on local sales. You do have some of those flakes that'll tell you, I need to meet you at 3:00, and you set up a time and a place. I usually set up like at Walmart or at the mall parking lot, and you're there at say you're going to meet up at noon. You're there at noon, a little before. Don't show. You message them back. They don't respond. Just you can't. It's going to upset you. It does me. I'm wasting my time, and why are these people idiots doing this? And if you don't want it, don't tell me you want it. And at least you could do is send me a message. I changed my mind. I don't want that. Set it up where it's close. My Walmart and my mall, 5-minute drive from here. So I set it up for there, because I'm out putting it in the truck and going. I don't like people coming to my house because you don't know what you met them on Facebook. You don't know what kind of people they are. But on big items like that kennel, that big kennel that I sold 2 of them, I had them come here. I was not loading that in my truck myself, and I gave him my address, said you can come here. And he came here. He was only going to buy 1. We loaded that one up. And he said, you know what? Will you make me a deal if I buy both? You betcha. And so he made me an offer on the second one, and about $20 cheaper than what I sold him the first one for. And I said, that's the deal. We got it. Done. Now take it down. That's another thing. You got to take it down. Otherwise, you're going to be getting contacts for until you do take it down. Is this still available? So I take it down. I put my listings that if this is not, if you see this, it's still available. And I tell people I'm not holding it, because if you don't, you're going to have somebody say, well, can you hold it till next week? No. I hold it till you get the money in my hand, then you hold it. You keep it, do what you want to with it. So I don't do holds. And in fact, if they're not there, I'll, like I had one, she got mad at me. I was selling some kind of one of those boxing bags. She didn't show up. And so I put on the Facebook post, I said, I want to say I was selling it for 20. I said, person didn't show up. They won't respond. I've been waiting. I'll wait until, I think she's supposed to be like 1. And I was already there until 1:30 waiting on her. I posted, anybody that comes up to get it by 1:40, I'll sell it to you for 15. And I had somebody come up and said, is it still available? I said, sitting right here. Gave me the 15. Did have an awkward moment because I'm about to pull out. And they said, are you the one that has the boxing thing? I said, I was. Well, I contacted you, said you wanted to sell it. I said, what time were we supposed to meet? She said, 1. I said, it's about 10 minutes till 2 now. I sold to somebody else. You didn't show. Sorry. She was a little bit mad. But you know what? After 30 minutes, we're done. I'm not waiting. My time is, especially for a $20 item. Now, if it's a $10,000 item, I'll wait for you for 30 minutes. But when you don't respond, forget about it. I'll go somewhere else. Somebody else got money. You ain't the only one in town got money. So that's got to be your mentality. And you got to not be upset, get too upset when people don't show up, because you're going to have that. I would say about half the local sales I get, I have somebody that says they want it and then don't show up or will back out. I'd rather them back out and send me a message saying, you know what, I decided I didn't want this. And then just keep your phone handy so you check it. And if they say that, then all right, no big deal. Just go on back. But there are advantages to all 3 ways. And the key is just get enough stuff for all of them and keep listing, keep listing, keep listing. All right. If you like the video, press like. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. If you don't like the video, let me know why. All right. Let me know why you like it too. I'm good with that too. You guys have a great day, and go find something good to sell.